That's right, kids. You're listening to Corey and AJ's Degenerate School of Wizardry. I am one of two hosts, and sitting across the table from me now and forevermore, the one, the only, the fabulous AJ Davis.
And sitting across from me is the Benson to my Stabler, Corey fucking Shuba.
Corey and AJ's Degenerate School of Wizardry is a live call-in show, so if you'd like to call in and participate, the number to do so is 920-CORRUPT or
920-267-7878, or if you want to find us on the Facebooks, it's facebook.com/corrupt wizardry. You won't, but you should.
Check us out. Tonight, a very special guest, a very good friend of mine. Tim is in the house, and he will be hanging out with us all night tonight. Thank you for joining the show, Tim.
Yeah, Puggles couldn't make it due to
work.
And which, I mean, fine. I guess he has to pick one work over another work.
Say hello, Tim.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
There he is.
I like it. This is episode number 21.
It is.
Our show has reached the ripe old age of drinking, and in honor, AJ will drink an entire 12-pack.
Don't worry.
In the 2 hours of this episode. So by the end of things, this show should be extremely interesting.
Yeah, this show's different than every other show.
Man.
I read an article today.
Yeah.
About the by the way, I have terrible levels. We're not very loud to me. Just telling you.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Of the podcast game going to television.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I mean, but I read it today, and okay, so obviously you and I have already spoken many times about the Nerdist, which is what would be our apex, right? That would be where we would love for this to go.
It was bought for $2 million.
That's where...
That's $2 million up front, and then now they're paying the crew to do the show. So, right. Yeah. That's the end game. That's your desired effect.
That's my... Totally.
Yeah. I mean, and you look at Kevin Smith with Comic Book Men,
which
A&E picked it up.
He had a podcast that spawned the show, and now they have a podcast that was spawned from the show.
Right. And they also have their own network, the Smodcast network.
Right.
Where he has several different podcasts that he enjoys that he picked up, and now he broadcasts them on his network.
Which is beautiful.
Right.
Because I read today, and maybe that falls into something that I disagree with, but I was reading a couple of podcast things today. I called you and told you.
Yeah.
One of them is I read a website called How to Fix Your Podcast.
Okay.
And it, like, their third...
How to fix Corey and AJ's Degenerate School of Wizardry.
Yeah, but I...
Replace the hosts.
Yeah.
Step one.
Find new hosts and call it something else. But I... Like, one of their first things of advice was find your niche.
Yeah.
Or niche. Or whatever, if you're an asshole. Yeah. That's how you'd say it. But as far as it goes, I disagree. I don't believe that our podcast serves any niche. You know, people are every time are like, "Oh, what's it about?"
Yeah. I now just tell people bronies. That's what I tell them.
It's like, a brony podcast. It's a prodcast because we're brony farmers.
It's a broncast.
Yeah. I tell people anything and everything.
Yeah.
But I started thinking today, we're kind of a variety show.
Okay.
The variety being, will they fail or not, I guess. or you know, I mean,
what technical issues will arise in this episode?
Yeah, or just we talk about everything from news to
masturbation.
Our dicks. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's a variety show. We sing.
We do.
We haven't danced yet, but that's not out of the spectrum. I'm saying we're a variety show. The variety is you nor we know what the fuck every episode is going to take on.
I would like to tell our listeners at home that we will not be doing Gangnam Style as a dance.
No.
That's not happening.
But I think we should wait for 6 or 8 months and then do a Harlem Shake video. I think then it'll be ripe.
I don't know if I got the reference. It's funny. I don't know if we could technically do that since we do this live.
It would just, here's the fun.
We would have to like pan the camera away at something random.
It would just be on our website. But the funniest thing about Harlem Shake videos is that it's one person dancing. Mm-hmm. And then what's hilarious is that it would then just be two people dancing. Because generally it cuts to 15,000 people dancing.
Right.
But it would just be you and I.
Right. I like it.
Yeah, you setting up the podcast and me just dancing back and forth. And then it cuts back and then it's you and me dancing. It's the worst and latest Harlem Shake video ever made.
That's good. I like it.
But Mark Maron just got his, sort of sold his podcast show. Okay. Sold to, I think it's IFC.
Okay.
Or FX, one or the other. Doesn't matter. Same thing. As far as the shows go, you were just freaking me out with your eyeball.
Sorry, man. Eyelash on my eye, it's freaking me out.
But he is now having a sitcom based on his podcast. This is an end game. But the problem is that everybody that's getting their podcast sold
Did you see the
already has an audience.
I think it's the Science Channel. It's these two dudes that are doing a podcast, and what they've mixed together the format of Mythbusters and podcasts.
I saw.
So they
before
talk
we
about
got rid of the cable. Yeah.
They talk about some sort of issue or some sort of scientific experiment, and then in the show they show them doing the experiment, and then back to the podcast where they're talking about it. It seems pretty interesting. I'll check it out.
It's weird because they know more than us.
About
Which I say
the
that
podcast game?
No.
Clearly, because they're on iTunes.
Well, like the whole premise of the show is that they know a lot of things.
Let me make a public request here.
Apology?
No, a request. If anyone out there who listens to this show can help us in any way, shape, or form, get on iTunes. Literally at this point, I will give you a handy. No questions asked.
God.
Behind the dumpster.
Yeah, in the dumpster. I don't care.
His hand is callus free.
No, it's not. I play guitar.
Oh well,
It's
he'll
rough.
put a latex glove on. It's
Yeah. I'll lube it up with a dead banana or something in the dumpster.
Word lube.
Or lube. No, I like using dead produce.
He has to use. Yeah, like I just squeezed my hand in peaches for you. You ready?
I think that's the actual title of a gay porn. I just squeezed my hand in peaches.
Why didn't we call the podcast I just squeezed my hand in peaches?
I don't know. That's the game changer for us.
Yeah. With hand job in a dumpster. I'll be dumpster, you be hand job.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where they tell you how to fix your podcast. That's what one of their suggestions could have been.
Yeah.
That's your new name for you right there.
Yeah.
Switch your name to dumpster and hand job.
This is the worst 90s morning show ever. Hey, welcome to fucking crazy mornings with Dumpster and Hand Job. I'm Dumpster.
And I'm hand job.
You're welcome.
We're both. We both have the same exact radio
Yeah,
voice. You
exactly.
never know which one's talking.
Yeah.
You sound like the dude from Crazy Taxi when you're playing it.
Good reference.
It is. I love that
It's
game.
my that's my dirty old man voice. Like, hey little kid, you need a ride home from school? I got a puppy in my back seat.
Oh, you said that with no effort, which means that's something you have written on your steering wheel. You're like, what's my line?
You got a little cheat sheet right there. Ready to go.
And scene.
I have by the way, you brought up Crazy Taxi. I still have a Dreamcast.
Me too. And Crazy Taxi.
Do you have games for it?
Yeah, I have Crazy Taxi, as a matter of fact. I have Sonic. I have all the sports 2K games that came with it when I got it for $99.99 when Dreamcast died.
Oh, God. You can
Shortly
still burn
after
games
birth.
for it, but
Yeah.
every time I've tried to burn games for it, I've given a PC and STD.
Oh, I have Virtua Tennis as well. Yeah. For those tennis fans out there, I know there's not a lot.
I love tennis games.
The virtual tennis was one of the fucking dude. The games on Dreamcast were the best fucking games ever made. But the problem
don't get excited.
no, I am so excited
Well,
because
Sega was the best thing ever. The death it still hurts in my heart today.
the Dreamcast was just so good. Every game that came out on it that I played was incredible. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they didn't do something to their discs to make them not burnable,
Right.
killed them.
Yeah.
But those games I still remember. Finally, I'm Corey. You know, I play RPGs, not to nerd out, but there was a fucking RPG on there called Skies of Arcadia that was 2 discs.
I remember that game.
And I still have a boner for it.
Yeah.
And it's the only reason I keep my Dreamcast around is for the Dreamcast. That I will get that back. That I will get that game. That game.
You can find it online.
I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it.
You want to burn it?
You're missing
Why don't you
the
go
point.
to Play and Trade and get it?
I don't want to buy it. You're missing the point.
Steal it.
You want to burn it. You want to burn it. Have you looked
Throw
for
a brick through the window.
Hey, have you looked
burn the
for-
store to the ground?
have you
and grab
looked-
all the games you can.
Have you looked for it on Kick-Ass Torrents? No, you have not.
No, but here's the thing.
They have a game section, by the way.
But here, no, I understand that. But my problem is A, I don't want to learn how to convert them to go on a disc
Why not?
because I'm lazy. How many
Okay.
times have we had this conversation?
I mean,
I just want all of
I
this.
just want you to make an invite for the event page, please.
Right. Yeah, this week.
So, this is a true story. This asshole. I talked to him.
Monday?
I talked to him on Sunday night the first time. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make that invite for our show Friday. Do the event page. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm like, all right, cool, man. He calls me Monday night. We bounce around some ideas as far as what we want it to be. It was a take on Eat, Pray, Love, and then we called it Drink, Sin, Hate. And then
which I changed later, starring. I did put anti-Julia Roberts, but I didn't think that was as funny as Rulia Joberts.
that was very funny.
I think Rulia Joberts is way funny.
And then we decided to use a picture of Steve Buscemi as the picture for the event because it has
had
nothing to do with it. But then he says he's going to do it that night. I wake up, it's not done. Tuesday rolls around.
I worked.
He worked. He calls me to tell me he's going to do it, and then he doesn't do it.
My mom was still in town.
Wednesday-
and we were having a good time.
Wednesday rolls around. He calls me. Hey, I'm doing the event page right when I get home. I'm like, all right, cool. No problem, dude. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you text me and remind me to do it?
Because I keep forgetting.
Because I keep forgetting. I'm like, no, because me texting you is going to interrupt the natural cycle of our lives.
I know where he's coming from though, because when your parents don't live here and they're here, like mom trumps all. Like,
let's
Okay.
not
To
get
me.
crazy.
All
Yeah,
right.
for you, that's fine.
No, listen.
Mom trumped all this time because Mom and I had an especially awesome visit.
Okay.
Mom and I don't always get along.
Can we stop talking about mom for a second?
Okay.
Because we're being distracted from the real issue, which is
Thursday rolled around.
Thursday rolled around and nothing had been done. And no matter what is going on, AJ's just he's not
well,
going to
what
do
happened
it.
Wednesday? You skipped Wednesday.
No, we talked about it Wednesday night.
Yeah, and Wednesday, actually, while I was at the train station dropping off my mother, he's like, you still haven't made the fucking page. And I was like, that is weird, isn't it? And he goes, no, it isn't. It's exactly on point with the way we fucking do this thing every fucking week.
He's just doing the exact thing he's supposed to be doing.
It's the only responsibility I have on this fucking show other than funny. Like, I have 2 jobs. Be funny, make an event page, and be funny on that.
And neither are done very often, but moving right along.
He's working on it.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Which is terrible, because terrible is my best.
So were you just not as impressed as I was not impressed with this whole bullshit with this NBA player coming out to say he was gay?
I think it's...
Because I think it's publicity stunt. I think it's bullshit.
I think it's just him trying to get another contract for next season because
Exactly.
he's 34 and he doesn't have a contract for next season. He's like,
He's
well,
on
if
waivers.
I don't tell him I'm gay, I'm not going to play in the NBA next year.
Yeah,
I'm going to
dude.
go the route of my twin brother who's not playing anymore, and I'm trying to keep playing.
San Francisco's like, we have to get a team so fast. Like, I also think it's bullshit. I
The
will
San
say,
Francisco Milk.
yeah, good joke, good reference.
Thanks, man.
I think what I do think is bullshit is Obama calling him.
That's bullshit. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Because
It's
like
horseshit.
millions of whatever.
And let me say this: I'm a huge fan of Obama.
And gays.
And gays too. I'm an Obama fan, and that that whole giving this dude a call to congratulate him, I think it's horseshit because, like Tim was just.
Congratulations on liking men. What kind of conversation is that from the president? The president calls you to say thank you for liking men.
This is President Obama. Look
at you.
I think it's great that you suck cock. And
I am. My God.
Obama's in the room.
No, you have a character now. It's White Obama or Whiter Obama.
Obama.
Yeah,
Obama.
You're killing it this week,
Right.
Corey.
But anyways,
Yeah,
so
Obama called him. Why isn't Obama calling Jeff from North Dakota that had to fucking say, I don't want to go into the cattle ranching business because I just want to dance? Like, I don't get it. Like,
no, the thing about it that irks me is exactly what Tim was just touching on. He took the words out of.
Whoa. Slow down.
yeah.
I know it's his first night on the show. We're already touching.
Yeah, exactly.
But this guy is in the twilight of his career. He's 34 years of age in the NBA. That's fucking grandpa status. He is a shit player. He's been waived from his team.
Averaging 1.1 points a game.
Yeah, exactly.
I know his claim to fame is defense, but still 1.1 point. That's not even a basket. That's a free throw.
Yeah.
Dennis
That means he's
Rodman's
missing one of
claim to
two.
fame was defense, but he had a better scoring record than that.
Well, that means all he's getting is 2 free throws and only making 1.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so bad. So it's a publicity stunt on his end. He's trying to get, picked up. Is he gay? Yeah, he's probably gay. But, it's just
wait. Did you just ask if he was gay?
well,
That's
yeah.
a- that's a-
no, there's a debate on that too. If
Whether
even
he's gay
or
and he's
not.
just-
Yeah, he's been engaged for 8 years. He's had his live-in girlfriend for some chick. She was on
In the
Pierce
WNBA.
Morgan.
Yeah.
She's on the WNBA.
She was on the
She
WNBA.
was.
Oh,
Not
she's 3 weeks from coming out herself.
Yeah, well, that's just it. That's just it. How many women in the WNBA are openly gay? I mean, they may not come out and publicly say it, but they have girlfriends and wives and
I
shit.
feel like as soon as you join the WNBA, you don't have to come out anymore.
It's
I
just
getcha.
known. It's already out there.
Yeah.
Here's my other thing too.
It's almost like a requirement.
Look at their coaches stomping up and down the fucking court.
Yeah, we had a gay player for the Orlando Magic back in the day.
Amici?
Yeah, and it was just public knowledge.
But
that
he
was-
didn't. But he didn't come out.
I guess
until
not,
after.
but he wasn't hiding it. Like he would come into the smoothie joint that I worked at with his husband every
hit on
day.
you.
Hello, I
And he
want
hit on you.
strawberry.
No, he was with his husband. Like they would come in holding hands, like they're married, like they're gay, and like other guys on the team
Well,
would
they weren't
come
married, but they were together.
Well, yeah, I mean they had rings.
Yeah, but
You know
you're
what I
not.
mean?
You're not. Fucking Planet Smoothie isn't public. Yes, it is.
It
okay,
is,
but
and-
it's not. It's not the world.
What I'm saying is like he wasn't hiding it. There was no concealing of him being homosexual. It wasn't.
Okay, think about it this way though. You can go to a gay bar all the time and they know your name, but you haven't talked to your parents about it. Right? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like you haven't.
Yeah, but
I
I kind of feel like you would be hiding it from your parents.
Oh,
I guess
you
he was
are
just.
also
I guess
hiding it from the media,
I guess the media just never asked him.
Or the media was never a Smoothie King.
or the media doesn't give a
That's true.
fuck if John Amici, who I never heard of before he came out, was gay.
He was actually a good, decent center for us. Side note.
Who's side fact?
John Amici is the first Orlando Magic basketball player to be inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame.
Because
Is he really
he came
a Hall
out.
of Famer?
Yeah. The reason that they inducted him in the Hall of Fame, you ready for this? It's one of those like quirky things. He's the first NBA player to score a basket in the new millennia.
That was by chance.
Boring.
Yeah, that's by
That's,
luck.
that's how he gets
Jesus
it. Yeah,
Christ.
That could have been anyone.
I know it could have been anybody, but it's John Amici
And he's gay. I hope it says it in the thing. Like,
at the
Little
bottom of the
asterisk-
bio.
There's like a little asterisk and it goes down.
It's a rainbow.
And
there's a
follow the
There's
rainbow
this-
to the pot of gold, and at the end of the pot of gold it says, and he's gay.
yeah. There's a statue of like Carmelo Anthony next to him that says like first not gay player to score a fucking basket in the new millennium.
To be honest with you, this whole thing, I feel kind of took the wind out of the sails, if you will, of the first gay athlete that comes out who is a dominant force in their sport.
I thought it was gonna be Paul Pierce. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah?
Yeah, a week ago I was talking about, man, Paul Pierce is totally the next gay athlete. And
His name is
and sure
Pierce.
enough, the next day,
Paul Pierce.
The next day I saw it was Jason Collins, and I lost it. I was like, I swear it was Paul Pierce. So he's like, have you listened to him interview after the games? Like, seriously, like, listen to him talk and tell me he's not gay.
Yeah. I wish it was Shaq. I wish it was Shaquille O'Neal.
But he wouldn't be playing. I'm talking about like.
No, but I wish Shaq came out gay he'd be like, I just want to tell everyone I'm a homosexual. And I've been awesome all these years, and when I call myself Black Aristotle, it was a little bit deeper than y'all met. Aristotle was Greek, and at that time gay was okay, because we were in baths together, but I was black and Aristotle at the same time. So, I'm gay, okay?
You're like, Shaq, you're not a dominant force anymore, buddy.
No, but I was, and I just, I used to dominate that basket, and I dominate the baskets of all the men that I ride like nobody's other.
With that diesel dick.
I give that Shaq foo to those buttholes.
I give him that Shaq foo and that poo poo.
When I said, what's up, Doc, can we rock? I was just making sure I didn't have AIDS.
Yo, what's up, Doc? Can we rock? Get over here, let me suck your cock.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that Kobe Bryant rapped on one of Shaq's albums uncredited? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
No, I did not.
Kobe Bryant uncredited. I don't think he wanted to be known for it because it wasn't great, but he opened up for one of Shaq's songs.
It's like Steve-O from Jackass rapping. What the fuck was that about?
Oh, you guys just gave me a great idea of a cool shirt of, because I watch a lot of kid shows.
Yeah.
I want to do Broby Bryant.
Broby?
Yeah, from fucking Yo Gabba Gabba. Broby Bryant. All right, sorry.
You need to get cable back, man.
Or Broby Kyant.
I'm feeling for your kid because I know as grown up, cable was the world to me, and I feel that almost not having cable and having a kid is borderline child abuse.
Right now, it's actually okay.
Okay, she's hardcore on those Disney films.
So Disney films and Yo Gabba Gabba, of course, Wonder Pets, like all the shit we watched on cable is on Netflix. So it's not like we're not giving her TV because I grew up on TV.
I'm just trying to make sure you're not abusing her.
Well,
you know, that's
I made her watch Transformers 3, so
that's something
you better call fucking child services.
That's something
movie.
I wasn't really into as a kid was TV and cable.
I thought you were gonna say Transformers. I was like, Transformers as a kid was awesome.
No, I was totally into Transformers. I had all the Transformer figurines and the fucking.
But then you watched the show and you watched the Thundercats and you watched He-Man and you watched. Wait, do you guys? I feel like we've had this conversation on here. You're too fucking young, but Mask. Do you remember Mask? This fucking kills me.
Is it the robots?
No, it was the awesome show, and the show didn't even matter. The toys were the fucking coolest, and like the main toy, like the main badass dude. Are you falling asleep while I'm telling you this story?
I'm listening.
I thought like I was boring you to death.
No.
Was a Camaro where the fucking doors opened up and it became a fucking plane.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah. I had these toys. We went over this.
Know what
okay.
I had them. We did.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to get somebody to wade through our shitty podcast and create like a
an index?
like a log, of things not to fucking talk about again. I was just telling my mom today. I was trying to explain to my mom today, like Stephen King, right? He's got the Dark Tower series, right?
Which you tell me to read all the time.
I tell you constantly to read. It's the fucking greatest series ever.
Okay. It's better than Potter?
I will say wholeheartedly, I've never read Potter, but I will tell you it is greater than Potter.
Yeah. Hard to argue.
Oh, I'm sorry. You read a fucking children's book and you think it's fucking amazing and better than Stephen King can do a 7-book series.
I didn't say I read it.
You said hard to believe.
I'm just saying the...
you're just fucking...
whoa, calm down. All I'm saying is out of the success rate the success rate of the Potter series
Right.
versus the Dark Towers.
Right. Well, you take one person that wrote a very good first book, and then wrote a good second book. I've never read these. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of people that grew up thought NSYNC got better and better. Also,
I concur.
so it's the same thing.
Bye 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 bye. Dun, 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 dun.
What song is that?
Bye bye bye.
No, you have to keep saying it. I don't know what song you're talking about.
I'm not playing that game tonight.
All right.
So. Something in it ain't no lie, baby. Bye 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 bye. That's all I know.
That's it?
That's it, man.
I've never heard that.
You know, actually, I should know more of the words. I heard the song probably about 8 billion times. My sister, Little Shoobs, she was quite the NSYNC fan growing up. And not just a little bit of the NSYNC fan. She was like a freaking maniac fan. True story. This is going to embarrass her, but I don't care.
She doesn't listen.
My father went and covered a story that NSYNC was doing a charity event.
We don't talk.
I know. Crack me up. But after they were done doing the story, my dad kept the camera rolling, and he said, "Hey guys, do you mind looking in the camera and saying hello to my 13-year-old daughter Casey at home? She's your biggest fan." And all the guys took turns. "Hey Casey, what's up? Blah 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 blah." My dad brings this video home and shows it to my sister. She literally, like Beatlemania, dropped to her knees and started bawling her eyes out, crying. Oh my god!
I love it.
Crazy.
I love it.
Yeah, like straight up Beatlemania. I couldn't
Did you
believe
hear
it.
about on Conan this week? There's a comedian named Bo Burnham.
Yes.
You've seen him a million times, right? He's always on there.
I haven't. No.
He fucking had he had Justin. He's one of these comedians that plays piano.
Okay, I've seen the clip. I didn't see the clip. I saw the clip online, but I didn't watch it.
Okay, it's funny because he talks about how these pop stars, like in his song
Right.
that he does on stage, like say all these vague things about girls, so that girls like your sister or
They
whatever.
think it's about her.
Right.
Right.
And he didn't know that Justin Bieber snuck into his show. Like, not snuck into his show, but so he wouldn't be recognized. And he just...
Is Bieber sitting in the crowd?
Yeah, Bieber's in the crowd.
How does that not erupt into hysteria? Did they tell the audience beforehand?
That Bieber was getting into the crowd?
Yeah.
No, he snuck in so he could just have a night out with his girlfriend.
I kind of feel like people would recognize him immediately. They'd be like, "Hey, check out that chick. It looks just like Justin Bieber."
I don't know. If I was fucking Bieber, I'd be like, all right, security, look for the oldest fat piece of shit that happened to come here on accident.
Right.
Right? Look, who is from North Dakota? And sit me next to them. Because everybody can fucking look like Bieber in New York. Right?
I guess.
So
if you're a
fucking
female,
Bo Burnham fucking sang this song that is just fucking terrible about pop stars, does that, and then talks shit. And Bieber was in the crowd and he didn't find out till later.
Oh, that's awesome.
But he like really rails against him. And
So he's like railing Bieber.
yeah, I mean, not just Bieber, just shut up. You fucking... I guess Bo Burnham's going to have to come out and get a call from Obama now.
Bo Burnham. This is the Barack Obama. I just want to say thank you on behalf of the United States of America. You are doing the comedic community a great service. Coming out, being gay, and railing Justin Bieber.
I love that your Barack Obama sounds like he's on Duck Dynasty.
What do you mean?
Just there's a certain element, like he's
twang.
from Chicago,
Yeah.
but he does have a southern twang
He
to
does.
him.
It's I think it has something to do with the fact that he pauses when he speaks.
You
Like,
have the pause down,
I think every president pauses when they speak,
but not like Corey's got it. I'm with him on that.
so he could be president.
He could be president.
He's got the pause.
Yeah, you got the pause. Some skeletons in your closet that are going to come out during the election
yeah, that's
season.
rough. That's yeah. Oof. I don't even want to see that shit.
It's not a Watergate or what was
It would be Toothless Gate.
yeah. Wouldn't be a gate then. It'd just be a walkway.
It would just be an opening.
Toothless walkway.
Certainly no Bill Clinton cheating scandal.
No.
You think he used
No
a
cheating.
condom?
No
when he
cheating
cheated?
scandal. It would just be. Oh no, he was cigar crazy. He was just blasting
yeah,
chicks.
He was
Listen, he
smoking
wasn't
it
sticking
later.
he wasn't sticking his dick in these chicks. He was sticking inanimate objects in their vagina.
I
like
thought
that was
Monica
his thing.
Lewinsky was hot as fuck.
No.
You're welcome that I just dropped that knowledge on you.
You
I
blew my
thought
mind.
I thought she was good looking.
For the 90s.
Well, on that note, it's time to take a break.
Is it?
Yeah,
'Cause
we're
I wanted
gonna-
to talk more about Monica Lewinsky.
We'll come back to that.
oh, because this
I'm-
is
I'm
topical. Topical.
Oh, it's definitely of the times. We're right in the main vein of what's happening now.
Yeah.
We will get on more topics that are current. Though,
on the
'cause-
pulse.
well, I'll tease the next segment. I wanted to talk about
Ooh, tease
the Boston bombing. The 3 new suspects that were just detained.
Yes.
Because they lied for their best friend or whatever.
Right.
And I wanted to get your view on that because I have a certain opinion
Well, you'll
about
have
it.
to explain it to me because I haven't
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah, me either.
Okay.
I'm intrigued already because I hadn't even heard anything about that.
All right, well, this is the Deftones off of the Diamond Eyes albums. This is Beauty School, and actually, you know what? I'm going to do Rocket Skates and then going into Sex Tape because both those are badass.
You're so
They're the Deftones. This is Corey and AJ. It's a Gender School Wizardry. We'll be right back.
Let's ride.
And we're back with Corey and AJ's Degenerate School of Wizardry, rolling into the second segment.
Corey
Once
picked
again,
the
once again, the telephone number to call in is 920-CORRUPT or
920-267-7878, facebook.com/corrupt Wizardry.
Corey picked what?
The least, yeah, the chewiest candy for the person with the least teeth.
And AJ hates hearing me chew.
It's just
Creeps him out.
let's talk about that for a second. This thing of Corey chewing goes back to when he did have teeth. There would be times at you're fucking killing me. Back away.
I was doing it on purpose.
Oh my god. When I lived in Daytona Beach, which is probably 10 years ago? To 8 years ago?
Roughly, yeah.
We would order a pizza and we would get high and I would hear it. I would just hear him fucking chewing with teeth. He had teeth then.
And it's because I chew with my mouth open.
Well, your mouth is always open.
Because I'm a mouth breather.
Yeah.
So I have to breathe and eat at the same time.
Which makes me feel bad because when I want to call people stupid, I call them mouth breathers, but your face is made that way.
Right. My lips don't touch.
Right. But as far as it goes, I remember being in that house in Daytona being like, you have to go to the other fucking room right
Yeah,
now while we're
every
eating
time.
this pizza. We'd be playing, it was the poker game that you gave me for the PlayStation. And I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake, Corey, just leave. Leave this area.
Walk away from me.
Yeah, because, God, your chewing is just, I can't. My daughter and my dog make these fucking mouth noises, which is what I call them, mouth noises. This whole, like...
She gets it from Uncle Corey.
No, she doesn't get it from anybody. She does it when she's falling asleep, like she's a fucking cartoon character. And it fucking drives me bonkers. And I just got a great comment that said, we're killing it tonight, from the least likely of people, which is our good friend, Law.
Oh, awesome.
Which is fucking awesome because he's the least likely person to give us a compliment. But, yeah, you and I have been through a lot of shit as far as it goes. And now you're just sitting there with your tongue out like a piece of shit. I hate you. God.
Okay, so we teased something going into the last break, and this is more of a serious topic, but
we'll see how it goes.
The Boston bombing, as they coined it, took place.
No pun on us killing it, by the way.
The two brothers that committed this act,
heinous act,
apparently had help from the older brother's wife, along with 3 of the best friends of the kid in the white hat, the younger brother. Now, the 3 that were arrested recently and charged with obstruction of justice were charged because they got rid of bomb-making materials and also lied about the whereabouts to the FBI. And everybody in the country here has been up in arms about how these kids should be prosecuted to the fullest, and I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I can sympathize with those 3 kids, and let me explain why.
I love this. It's a great topic.
Those 3 kids are doing exactly the same thing that I would do for several of my friends here in Orlando. And
I would like to think you'd only do it for me. Go this far.
I'm pretty sure I would do it for JMO.
Doesn't live here.
No. I would lie to the ends of the earth for Daniel.
Would you?
I would, because I think he'd lie for me, no question.
Daniel would sell you out in a heartbeat.
Really?
I think so.
I feel
think
like
he
he wouldn't.
might. I think for you, he would sell you out. For
Okay.
me, he might lie up to the point where they were like, you're going to go to jail. And then he'd be like, you know what? Fuck that. I got a card thing to do.
Well, anyways, I can just... being friends with someone that strongly that you'd be willing to do something of that nature is just something that I can comprehend. So I don't feel like they should get a pass for that. Like, obviously what they did was against the law.
Right.
But in the same breath, I don't necessarily hate those kids
No.
because it's totally something I would do.
It's weird because as an American, you want to be like, fucking get them.
Yeah.
You fucking get those guys.
And
As a-
unfortunately for those guys, they are transplants as well.
Yeah.
So, that's
Well,
public view,
Well, what's crazy is that these people could probably be charged for treason, almost, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something from colonial times that is always been
punishable
charged by death.
Yeah, punishable by death.
Thank you for doing that, but
welcome.
that's the way it goes. Now, what sketches me out, if you called me and you were like, hey, I need you to do this thing, I'd be like, that's weird, why? And you'd be like, do this. And I'd be like, yeah, okay. I don't think in my mind I would ever be like, you should have asked if it was punishable by death.
Right.
And I don't think you would either. I think you'd be like, okay, he asked me to do that. It's and that's what you mean, and I get that.
But I think the kids didn't understand that it's punishable by death.
How old are they?
I do not understand.
19, 18, 19, 20.
So, no, they don't.
No,
they
they're
don't.
kids.
It's
It's the mentality that nothing bad will ever happen to them.
Yeah, exactly. Now, at this age, I feel like
Our age?
yeah, if you're like,
horrible shit has happened to me.
if you're like, AJ, go get all the bombs out. I'll be like, that would be great, but what if I just set it on fire and leave?
Yeah.
That seems like that's what they should have done. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, what are we, terrorists now? That we have to talk about what they should have done and speculate.
I mean, and that's not what we're doing here. We're not trying to help
but
these kids
but
get
at the
off.
same
We're
time,
just saying-
you think about that, right? Like,
Right.
wouldn't that have been like, set it on fire, just go,
Yeah.
just
Fire would take care of the problem.
right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what exactly.
I'd do it for you if you said, well, if you were like, go set my parents' house on fire, I'd be like, are they gone? And you'd be like, they're in Catalina. And then I heard screams.
I couldn't do that though. Too much invested in that property.
Nobody gets that joke.
But the simple truth of the matter is, if AJ came to me and said, "Hey, I just killed somebody. I need you to help me get rid of the body," I would do it. No questions
Would you?
asked.
No questions asked.
No questions asked.
I don't believe that.
I mean,
believe you
okay,
do it.
okay,
I would believe you do it.
Okay.
But
let
I
me-
believe there'd be a lot of questions.
Okay, you're right. I would ask a lot of questions. I do that naturally, but
Yeah.
I mean, it would be, you know what? I take that back. I take that statement back. There are a few situations where I would not help you, i.e., you accidentally kill Boog. I'm not helping you with that. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, I need your help. I'm
way
like,
to bring me down, bro.
I'm just
took me
saying.
to a place. Like,
I'm just saying, I probably would kill you in return.
well, if I accidentally killed Boog, I would have been calling the cops.
Yeah,
already.
you know what I mean, though. Like,
No,
you're like,
of course. If I was like,
I would probably kill you.
I killed this senator.
I would help you get rid of the body.
Okay, that's is that treason?
Probably. Punishable with
Probably,
death.
yeah. No, we're both going down.
I mean, we weren't on the FBI radar until tonight.
Till just now, we just got fucking red flagged like crazy.
Hey, we're picking up viewers.
Hey,
We got more listeners now.
unfortunately, it's the FBI, and fucking we just got wiretapped. Fucking Ustream just got a lot of new viewers.
But yeah, I don't know. So that's basically what I was getting at, is that I can understand why these kids would lie for their buddy, but I don't necessarily agree with it, and I also do believe that they should be punished to the highest degree. Because
Of course. Well, it was a huge thing. Did you hear this in China? That they just. Well, you probably didn't hear this in China.
No.
You would have heard it in the United States.
No, it was just when you said, "Did you hear this in China?" and then you paused. You gave like this window of opportunity where like 1,000 jokes could have been dropped. And
I was really just
it was
trying
just
to
funny.
segue
Yeah.
because that topic was sizzling or fizzling.
Fizzling.
Not
Yeah.
sizzling. It was sizzling.
It was so cold it was hot.
Yeah. That like some 900 people were arrested in China
Yeah.
for selling rat and fox meat as lamb,
Yeah. I did hear about that.
which really confirms every stereotype we have about Chinese restaurants ever.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what's the meat structure on a rat that allows you to, number one, eat it.
They were mixing it with a gelatin.
Oh God, that just makes it
Did the
10 times
consumer
worse.
like it? Is it?
Yeah, they were selling it like crazy.
Well, if
Yeah.
they liked it, then what's the problem?
No. They were selling it to the markets, like their open air markets. Doesn't matter that they liked it. It matters that they were selling it as lamb meat, and people were paying premium.
Okay, so if
Prices.
they marketed it as rat and had it dirt cheap, it was for good.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it was mixed with gelatin, which is crazy because that's like selling a piece of particle board and saying it's a 2x4.
Well, here's something that'll blow. This might blow your mind. Arby's, the restaurant, the fast food chain with the roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah. I love that
Yeah,
you
that was fucking
explained Arby's.
stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize.
You guys
for
know
that.
about McDonald's, right?
the cheeseburgers and the French fries.
They have a big make. What is it called? A Big Mac.
a black mac. Yeah,
That's
it's racist.
something else. And that guy just died this week, so calm down.
The meat that they use to shave to make the roast beefs there, when it comes before they put it in this like rehydrator and they like cook it, it's just a clear mold of gelatin.
No, how do you know that?
Because I used to do the Arby's up north, and we would be doing the system or whatever, and they're prepping all the food and they're like making these roast beef blocks because it's not even like in the shape of a normal roast beef, it's just a block.
It's in the shape of a duck.
Affleck.
Yeah.
But they put this thing in the metal box and then it comes out and it looks like a chunk of roast beef, and then they put it through the slicer, but before it goes in there, it's a wobbly chunk of this like yellow clear gelatin. It is the most crazy thing. If you would see it, dude, you would freak out because I know how you are about
Thank
some
God
things.
I don't eat Arby's already. Although every now and again they show a commercial and I'm like, I do need to eat Arby's. But
like
now
it.
that I know that,
Yeah, it's not roast beef. It's some sort of gelatin thing.
this is the Jetsons.
It is. It is.
Like, that's what it is. That's terrible. Why are you still eating that fucking candy?
It's delicious. I can't stop. Once you pop, you can't stop.
What else did you read this week? Because I didn't read anything.
Well, let's touch on the Monica Lewinsky thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So let's get back to that. Bill Clinton wasn't fucking these girls. He was fucking them with like cigars and.
Well, we don't know exactly what happened. We don't know if he fucked them or not. We know what was told to us.
Well, he claims, and the females that were interacting with him claim that there was no penile penetration of the vagina,
Right. And we wanted to...
but there was
He was...
blowjobs. He was getting blowjobs.
He was getting blowjobs and then doing science experiments, I guess.
Yeah. The scratch and sniff test. But
Let's see if you smell like Hillary. oh, you can do Obama and I can do Clinton now. We just figured that out.
what was I going with this? God damn it.
Hillary smells more like distrust and realty.
Anger and hate.
Yeah. No, it's bad. It's bad.
God, where was I going with this just now?
I don't know. You better find
Blowjobs.
somewhere else.
Science experiments.
So no.
You got anything, Tim? Where do you want to go? You want to talk about the universe?
The universe. I don't even know much. The universe is such a broad subject. Like, there's just so much.
What about our galaxy? Let's talk about that.
Well, I can do that all day long.
Saw a picture today.
Yeah.
Fucking look like cotton candy in Orion's belt.
The Milky Way.
Yeah.
You know what I find very fascinating about
I don't, but I'll bet you'll tell me.
I will. The universe.
Yeah.
Using radiation telescopes,
Okay.
they can get these images of how the pattern of the universe is laid out on a broad scale.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just a vast like flat plane of galaxies spread out. It's an interlocking web of galaxies, and the way you could like picture it is like a Rubik's cube. The inside of the Rubik's cube, it just like spaghetti strings, like one side to the other side to the other side, and for some reason the galaxies kind of flow in these patterns.
Well, then it's nothing like a Rubik's cube. Then
No. What I'm talking
Where
about,
are you going with the Rubik's Cube?
I appreciate the fact that you say
I'm using the
Okay.
Rubik's cube as a dimensional field.
okay.
Okay, and the way that these
Is this string theory?
no, well, I mean it's interesting because they look like strings. Like they don't. It's not like just an open space with galaxies strewn about. There's like some sort of rhyme or reason to the way that these are all interconnected and locked together. It's extremely
Through gravity,
fascinating.
right? To an extent.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, everything's controlled by gravity. I mean,
Let's
it's,
talk shit about a guy that came on, what, 4 episodes ago? The night we first had Pugsley.
okay. Yeah,
Okay, that guy. Okay, we won't say his name.
you know who you are.
Rhymes with Ryan. Starts with a B. actually-
looks like AJ.
Looks exactly like me. Before you showed up, we got in an argument where he told me, okay,
This is one of those guys that only speaks in absolutes.
he speaks in fucking absolutes.
Like no matter what he says,
It's fact.
It
It's
is the
facts.
truth.
It's fact.
and it's the truth, and there's no wavering.
And he
There's
was
Is
nothing.
he
trying
one of those guys that reads one of those bullshit magazines in the line at Publix and is like, this is real?
No,
No.
Not one of those? Okay.
He speaks about science and music and
Does he have a big curly afro too to go along with it?
no, he looks
just
exactly like this guy.
they could be twin brothers.
We are twins, and I'm just the twin.
Is he
Like
Buddhist?
you know how there's like a shitty twin? Maybe, probably. Do you know him?
No, but
Oh,
you know,
okay.
people like that generally are Buddhist.
Yeah, I think actually he is Buddhist. Buddhist.
He's a beautiful Buddhist.
Matching AJ's looks.
Buddhist and the Beast.
I like it. That's clever.
But he fucking told me before the podcast started. He's like, they have done some studies, and they say that no asteroid or comet will ever hit the Earth and create a ice age ever again.
How's he know?
And I'm like, how can they say ever exactly?
That's retarded.
And he's like, well, they've just done the mathematical equations. And so I started asking more questions.
Right.
And one of his answers was, well, the Earth is constantly moving. You know, all the planets are constantly moving away. And I'm like, well, how, if they're moving, how can you say that never they're moving? Where are they going to move to? You can never fucking calculate that.
Well, here's the thing. The great thing about
It's fucking space.
So
It's
Earth's just
endless.
dipping and dodging the whole time.
Yeah.
Can't
It's
touch
the
us.
Muhammad Ali of planets.
you know, it's funny if you do any research at all, the thing that these scientists that study things like asteroids and comets, the only thing that they do say that is an absolute is that it will happen again because it happens all the time.
because if we are moving, we're gonna move in the fucking path of something.
Right.
Well, I wouldn't call every couple million years all the time, but it
Well,
has happened.
actually,
in
in the
the
grand
span of
in
a
the s-
planet, yeah.
that's
It's
pretty
all the time.
It's pretty frequent. I mean, we have a hard time gauging what time really is because we gauge it on the life cycle of a human being's life, and to us, the concept of a couple million years is boggling to the mind. But when you look at the age of the planet, that's a blip on its radar.
No,
like
it's,
like if you chopped up the planet and the timeline, human beings aren't even like on the timeline yet. We're like right at the end of the timeline, and these
Cataclysmic.
or catastrophic events, planet changing events happen on this timeline frequently. Okay, and it will continue to happen.
Do you hear his mouth
But
every
if you
time in
extend
those
the
headphones?
timeline and break it down, so it's not the timeline's not every like couple million years, it's every like 100 years or so. It wouldn't be as frequent.
Right,
So
but
if you
that's
extend the
right.
timeline, it's not as
but
frequent.
but we are basing that 100 years off of like the life cycle of a human being. When we as a species on this rock don't even really show up yet on that timeline. The timeline itself has several major impacts.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. I mean, America, celebrated 200 years in 76?
Yeah.
1976 was 200 years of
I
America.
still collect those bicentennial quarters.
He does. He's got like a whole jar of them.
But I'm saying, like, America's been here the whole time.
Well,
Like, regardless, established as a nation and
Right.
a fucking democracy of sorts. 200 years at 76.
yeah. It's
And
not-
300 at the next 76.
And the funny thing is, on the timeline,
Tricentennial.
And 400 at the 76 after that.
you know, it's,
and then, 5 after that.
you know what's great about that though. Talking about the timeline now, we can expand it. Just the timeline of human civilization. The United States of America is at that very end of the timeline. Is barely a blip.
Yeah, but we're shining like crazy because we are sexy. So on that timeline, we are shining the brightest. We may be the smallest on that timeline, but we are the most proud, and you can see us first. Like we are right there.
What's going to be in the history books at the next centennial?
Not this
I
show.
worry. No, not this show. Definitely not.
Oh, I don't know.
Mark
No.
Maron, maybe. No,
Monica Lewinsky.
podcasts in general, they'll be like, oh, they shot it into your fucking brain now.
President Bieber.
Yeah. No. he like sang his inaugural speech.
Obama's call to Collins. That could be there.
Yeah. Obama calls what's the guy that did the workout videos?
Richard Simmons.
Yeah, he called Obama calls
Good
Richard Simmons to be like, "Hey, thanks for doing that before everybody else fucking did that."
Mr. Simmons, this is President Barack Obama.
Hello.
I would like to, on the behalf of the nation, I'd like to thank you for coming out as a pole smoking faggot.
Oh, well, I've been doing that for a long time.
And,
You want to work out?
And I think it's been great for the at-home workout video community.
I'm about to come out with sweating in the 90s.
Sweating in the 90s. I don't know. I love it. That's funny though. It's just a bunch of. It's his Lisa Loeb music.
Exactly. That's what Four Non-Blondes was doing, was sweating in the 90s.
Not wearing
Christ.
deodorant.
Was the Lisa Loeb thing a jab at Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have nothing else. I thought I was I made that noise like I had something else. That's the I have something else, and you're still fucking eating candy.
I read somewhere that they're in a few months they're gonna have a cure for HIV, like Denmark or some shit like that. They're
Yeah.
very confident. Did anyone else read that?
I read it too.
That? Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, they're using this drug, and it's only one test case. It's only one person, but they've eliminated the HIV virus from this person.
He's the first person to ever like not have it, besides Magic Johnson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This has been around.
Asterisk there, not
Yeah.
counting Magic.
They
But
figured out a way to make it affordable.
Here's the other question: Magic Johnson coming out of his career.
Here's the question: do we want to save people that have AIDS? No, I'm just kidding. It's bad.
It's thinning the
Or
herd.
is it great? I don't know.
It's thinning the herd.
Yeah.
Did he ever really have HIV?
No, but his son's gay.
Ooh.
Well, that doesn't mean shit.
Well, maybe it does. Maybe if his
Homosexuality
son was gay,
homosexuality is not passed down. Due
maybe
to genetic
he
code.
he was setting up the greatest foreshadowing ever for any book ever. Like his son was like 3, and they were like, "Well, this kid's queer." I don't know why Magic Johnson is Southern all of a sudden, but he was like, "This kid's queer." All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. Which.
You
by the
sound
way,
like George W.
I'm just
Jr.
telling you with this premise.
Okay.
Magic Johnson is Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? A Southern white male from
Okay.
West Virginia. He said, here's what we're going to do.
His voice got even deeper. Did you hear that?
We're gonna say I'm
son
gay,
of a bitch.
or no, not that I'm gay. That I am HIV positive. I'm gonna survive. Okay, and then when my son comes out, nobody's gonna think anything of it because he's probably gonna get AIDS because he's gay.
No, I mean, here's the thing. On the real,
it's the weirdest premise ever. I mean, that's a Mad TV sketch.
and you're allowed to
not
you're
SNL.
allowed to laugh in the
Yeah,
microphone. It's
laugh
totally
right in the microphone. It makes me seem that much funnier.
it helps
You
out.
laugh. Actually, when you laugh, get right on top of the microphone when I say funny things.
Could it have been? I don't want to say it was a publicity stunt, but he was coming out of his career. He may have had 2 or 3 more dominating seasons.
He came back and failed.
No, he didn't come
Actually,
back.
He came back in 96. He came back in 96
His very
for
last
half a
game.
season. He came back for half a
His
season.
very last
that's
game,
right.
he headbutted a ref and got kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
The very last game he ever played.
Could you,
But it is weird to say I have AIDS, and now what I'm going to do is open a bunch of TGI Fridays all over California. Like,
this is the Magic Johnson Bloody Mary.
yeah.
Always on special.
Go to break. Go to break.
All right, we're
You
going
have to step out like a stanza with that joke.
All right, this is going into the next break. This is A Perfect Circle. The song is Judith, and we will be back right after this.
What's the second song? A Perfect Circle. Jesus.
Inspiration for the ways that I will never ever choose to be. for a missing moment, pull me into your perfect circle. One room, one shame, one resolve. Live away this will to release your soul. Gotta cut away, clear away, slip away in silence and let it cool as I live. Keep me from killing you. there's more behind the eyes of a fallen angel, eyes of a tragedy. Here I am expecting just a little bit too much from the wounded, but I see through it all, see through, cause I threw the obvious to see what I could behind the eyes of a fallen angel, eyes of a tragedy. Oh well, apparently nothing at all. A trick or drive or drag the demons from you, make it right for you, sleeping beauty. Truly thought I could magically heal you.
And we are back with the third segment of Corey and AJ's Degenerate School of Wizardry. Once again, the telephone number to call in and participate is 920-CORRUPT or
920-267-7878.
That's very forceful.
Well, nobody's going to call, so I figured if they wanted to, I could say it as fast as possible, and then
no one would call in.
It's not going to happen either way.
Love your optimism. So, you had a news story that you wanted to bring up that was...
I read a story today about people climbing Everest.
Okay.
And the Sherpas tried to kill them.
Right.
Which is... That's fucking bonkers, right? I mean, you're already doing the most dangerous thing in the world. This adds... they should actually... add this to the X Games.
Sherpa fighting?
Yeah, it's you have to climb Everest first of all.
Low oxygen.
Right, low oxygen.
Are we allowing them to fight with or without oxygen tanks? Because you're talking about.
Well, if you get to the camp, you get the oxygen tank. But
oh, I like it. If you can make it to camp.
Yeah.
Because you are talking about them being in the quote unquote dead zone.
Right. But these Sherpas were doing something. No, Sherpa like.
Actually, I heard the story too.
You read it, yeah. And they were like setting up ropes or something.
Right.
And they were
that's one of
pissed
the-
off that these
that's-
people were coming up the mountain.
That's one of the responsibilities of a Sherpa, making sure that these guys get safely up the mountain. They're not the expedition leader, but what they do is a very important job.
You said doo-doo. All you had to do was say do.
They take their jackets off.
Yeah, jack it off. Great
Yeah.
joke. I love it.
So they do very important jobs like build bridges, these like little walkways,
Right.
across these crevasses. And
Wait, what?
isn't that the
Why
word?
are you British?
Crevices?
It's a
Crevasse.
crevice.
Crevices.
Yeah.
I think in climbing terms, you have to say crevasse.
They have
and they-
crevasses and they hang advertisements from them.
But they also set up secure lines that you tie yourself onto, so in case the unthinkable happens, you're saved by these lines. Well, these uppity fucking climbers.
No. This guy, come on. Don't say uppity fucking climbers.
Well, they
because
weren't-
you can say every climber is fucking uppity.
Well, yeah,
Who
but
has
the other
fucking-
hold on, the other climbers respect what the Sherpas are doing and allow them to do their job. These guys were just going ahead and basically saying, "Fuck you, Sherpa, I don't need your help." And that's what these guys do. These guys, that's their livelihood, that's their pride. Like that's what they got pissed off about. They were treated with such disrespect in that manner that
That's not what I read.
they were ready to throw bows and destroy.
I read that these people just wanted to fucking keep climbing, and these Sherpas were trying to throw ropes and shit. I get that, do their job.
You gotta wait and make sure that the path that you're going to take is
But at one point they had
Secure.
50 Sherpas. Right. Oh, by the way, how do you apply for this job? You gotta
be born into it, bro.
you're just oh, look at our little future Sherpa.
That's exactly what it is. You seen those Sherpas walking around main base camp barefoot?
Yeah, but it's
Those are hardcore motherfuckers.
Well, I agree.
And they don't rock oxygen tanks either. Those guys
No,
are
they just breathe.
Yeah,
It's-
they're used to breathing
I mean,
low oxygen
People
environments.
from Denver also breathe that air, and when we go up there, people like you and I smoke a cigarette and have to sit down on some steps.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
We get altitude sickness from going outside. Yeah.
No, when I was in Denver, I was like, this is what is happening in this place? What kind of black magic is taking away my breath?
Oh shit. Black
Yeah, but
magic.
they fucking pelted them with rocks
Uh-huh.
and beat them to death. They had to retreat. They were right about to get to Camp 3, and they had to retreat. And while they were getting beat, the people kept screaming, "I'm sorry," which is weird because
Sherpas were screaming, "I'm sorry."
no,
The guys.
no,
yeah,
the people being
yeah.
beat by the Sherpas with rocks
Yeah,
and
they were-
kicks
they were-
and
they were
hammer
being
fists to the head.
stoned,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Which is
from rocks.
the least
on the
gangster
Rocky
way.
Mountain
That's
decline.
how you know that they're all rich people going up the mountain. When you get beat, you yell, "I'm sorry," not "motherfucker." Like
Ice axe crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
exactly.
Yeah.
People like us, if we were getting beat to death by 50 Sherpas, well, first of all, would be really weird.
We would never find ourselves in that position ever.
Can you imagine if we were in a downtown Orlando garage getting beat by 50 Sherpas? We'd be like, "Fuck you! This is the weirdest situation ever."
I think I want to get that tattooed somewhere on my body. Just 50 Sherpas in a parking garage going to town.
How do you even do that?
I don't know.
How do you make that tattoo happen?
I don't know, but I want to make it happen.
You wanna do it like people paint on rice, or carve out rice.
Microscopic.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, that tattoo looks like fucking Rorschach test." And you're like, hold on, I carry this microscope with me everywhere I fucking go. Now look at it, and they're like, "Oh, that is detailed." There's a lot of detail in that Sherpa beating you have tattooed on you.
That's incredible.
Yeah. No, first of all, I mean, you don't have enough to worry about while you're on the mountain.
No, I mean that's just it. Like you're on the mountain, and their job is to make you not have to think that much.
This is a new Scorsese movie, Gangs of Everest.
The Sherpa Trail.
Yeah.
You were asking though, how do the Sherpas, like, they're just born into it. Like you know, your father's a Sherpa, you're a Sherpa, your great grandfather was a Sherpa.
Stupidest word ever.
It sounds like you're a close descendant. Sherpa, Shuba.
yeah.
Sherpa.
I love,
Once a Shuba,
I
always
love
a
Corey
Shuba.
hanging out at the base of Everest.
Your
And they're
father was
Are
a
you a
Shuba,
Sherpa? No,
you're a
close.
Shuba."
I'm a Shuba.
They would think I was fucking with them. You got Scuba Steve and Sherpa Shuba.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'm gonna be for
You're
Halloween.
like,
What are you? I'm a Sherpa Shuba.
hey, keep growing out your beard. Maybe you can make that happen.
Actually, those guys don't have facial hair.
No, what are you talking about?
The Sherpas,
Why not?
they don't have facial hair at all. I don't know. They're like hairless little mountain people.
Not in their DNA.
They're hairless little mountain people.
That's what they are. They're like little gnomes, little mountain gnomes.
Well, gnomes have giant beards.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Look up oh, never mind.
Nope, don't talk to me about
On your phone, look up Sherpas. They all look exactly the same. I know that sounds racist, but they do. All Sherpas look alike.
Is it a race thing or?
It's just how they look. I don't know. What were you saying about?
So I read today that one of the girls from Team Mom is selling a sex tape, and not only that, but she brought her dad to help negotiate
That's
the contract
creepy.
for. How awkward is that?
That's
Like,
creepy. Now let me say, no,
My only regret is that I'm not in the sex tape because she's fucking hot.
which one is it?
I think it's that one Farrah, the only hot one.
Ah, Farrah.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched it because she was hot. That's
Okay.
it.
I
Plain and
mean,
simple. I'll admit it.
I can't hate on you for that. The thing that's odd to me about the father coming in to negotiate the deal, you know, the father
Had to
has
watch it.
seen the tape.
You had
Yeah,
to watch it.
that is creepy. That's the creepiest part.
I don't know if I'd watch my daughter's sex tape.
Of course not.
No, not
Well, if there's money involved, obviously, I probably would. I understand where he's coming from.
I like that he has to sit down and he's like, well, I'm only gonna negotiate this if it's worth it.
Six figures.
At the end of it, he's like, "All right, honey, I'm hard now.
You know what, that's,
let's go ahead.
Yeah,
and
did
let's
he get hard?
Make this deal."
Or he's like, that was boring.
I wish
no
I could
way.
interview
You
him.
make a better sex tape or don't come to me again.
You're grounded.
I wish someone would interview him and ask him if he got hard watching his daughter's sex tape.
I'd ask him straight up. I had no problem with that. That's so creepy, though.
That's when we get the
Now-
big name.
Now, I will say this: in the franchise that is Teen Mom, she is the number one chick in the stable. The number one chick you want to have
Another
as
kid
the-
with. Yeah, you want to
No,
have
no,
a
no,
second
no,
baby.
no, no. She's the one that you want to have a sex
chair's
tape
back.
come out.
Yeah, of course. Not the fat one or the weird southern one. Of course you want to have her. She's a babe.
What about what's her name? Giselle? No. What's the one? The one that has Kiefer? Janelle. Janelle. That's her name.
No, see, that's a different season. I only watched the first season.
Oh, okay. Is that a different season?
You're a bigger fan than I am, clearly.
No. All I know is that chick just was rushed away. She OD'd on heroin.
Oh, really? Because I know the one that has a sex tape, she got a DUI not that long ago. In
Really?
Florida, actually. She left her baby and came to Florida and got a DUI.
How was your trip to Florida?
What?
DUI.
Surprise.
What?
Girl from fucking Teen Mom got a DUI.
Get on your microphone and talk this
Spoiler
madness.
alert. Does she know how to do this?
I can figure it out.
No.
It's a chair. How hard could it be?
It's hard.
Actually, it does look kind of hard. The seats on top of the back of it,
Folds backwards.
it kind of looks like a toilet seat connected
I
to a
wish.
chair.
Can we just make fold-out chairs into toilets?
Now that's some black magic.
No, but we were talking about the Teen Mom sex tape. Like,
Who cares? Who cares? We know they
The
have
dad
sex.
does.
no, but the dad that's the creepy thing was the
I
dad.
love the dad.
The
is
dad-
like, we're gonna make money off this, even though they're already making money off that. I love also that their kids get taken away.
They're gonna make money off of me because I'm buying it.
I love that their kids get taken away. Like, It's not because they're poor. They get money
And
from this show.
don't buy the tape. It'll be out on XNXX in no time flat.
Yeah, but that's at risk of a virus. I can watch it at home without.
Oh well, get a Mac.
Why
and
don't
have
you
to
buy
worry
a
about
Mac
that.
and stop worrying about porn viruses?
$2,000 for a Mac or $20 for a sex tape.
I'm telling you the truth right
Yeah, that's
now.
good.
I
I like
literally
the Mac.
went to Target because I thought maybe they would sell like a knockoff Mac charger. And the guy that I asked seemed very islandish.
Okay.
Like he came from the island. He had like
Which island?
an island where
Okay.
they're darker than us.
Right. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Haiti, Barbados.
St. Kitts.
Might be the same thing. Haiti and Barbados, I think.
No, they're different.
No, whatever. Saint something. Fine.
St.
Right?
Kitts and Nevis.
Yeah. He was like, why does everybody buy the Mac? That's, by the way, my accent for everybody that's not from here.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, dude, because I can watch porn like crazy and never spend the $2,000.
Right.
Spend it.
Right.
Spend it because it's the money you'll save in the long run. It's like buying a fucking a hybrid. Like the money you save in gas is why you buy the car.
It's a $2,000 Mac, or how many is that? 100 sex tapes at $20 a piece.
Yeah. Well, you could download
You're gonna-
1,000 sex tapes.
How much
on
porn
your
are you
Mac.
gonna watch?
Yeah.
Not that much.
Oh, well, if you're this guy, the investment in the Mac is way smarter.
Wait. You said this guy. Are you talking about yourself or me?
I was talking about me.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't know
yeah,
about
yeah,
you.
yeah,
but
You just outed yourself.
yeah. Fucking
Well, I
guy.
don't download. Why would you
I
download?
don't
porn
download any,
video?
but when
That's
you
ridiculous.
go to fucking porn websites, I mean, Corey, we have said on this program, I have ruined. Okay, let's say, do the math, 4 real girlfriends,
Yeah.
right? And I have ruined every one of their computers.
Yes, you have. I
With
remember.
porn.
I remember a specific computer that you had bogged down so horribly bad that you would turn it on and nothing would happen to the computer for like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah. Actually, we didn't even get into it with Kristen when Kristen was here.
Yeah.
That her computer was my JO computer for ever. I'd be like, hey, are you coming home? She's like, yeah. I'm like, don't go in your room because I'll be killing that. Like, yeah, I've ruined so many girlfriends' computers.
I love it.
No, you get a Mac and you can go to whatever website you want to.
Now, does the relationship go down with the computer when
No.
you ruin it?
No.
No. They just get a new computer.
Because I've never been afraid to say, hey,
I'm jerking off.
I tenderize the meat.
Just so gross. From now on, whenever you're gonna say something like that, please do 90s radio voice.
Hey, I tenderize the meat.
No, I know you're gonna be home soon, but don't
No,
come in here because
no.
I'm tenderizing
That's
the
not.
meat.
That's not 90s.
That's our
radio.
a creeper voice then.
Oh, hey, yeah. So today I was tenderizing the meat.
Yaga!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Cha cha. Ha cha cha cha. That's
And we're back. We were just telling a story during break about how I was tenderizing the meat this weekend, and the lady walked in on me. God, it was embarrassing. Brrrr.
oh. And I don't even know. You killed it with the boy yo 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 yoing. That's good.
Oh shit,
So is
man.
this the end of the show? I don't even know.
No, I mean, we.
I don't have anything else.
We had questions with Christian that fell through, and
Because Christian's not answering, and then we
Christian-
changed it to questions with Seth.
Seth is working.
And you got any questions over there?
Random questions. Just throw something out there. No.
I love it. No. It's
Now
funny
she's not gonna
because-
want. Now she's not gonna want to come over anymore. Great, way to go.
No. It's funny because I love like your voice off the.
It's like the mom from Charlie Brown. Or,
Yeah.
the teacher.
I love listening back on the show though and hearing the laughter in the background. That's the best part.
Yeah, I wish she was here earlier.
we were we were killing it.
We were. It was 2 segments ago, but
Now we kind of lost the mojo.
You know
we
what? Just Phil. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pick someone in my phone list,
Who's
and
Phil?
I'm just gonna call them.
do you have anybody named Phil?
No, I wish I did. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
So how about that?
Oh, you know what you guys can do? You can do whisper talk.
Hey, do you No, just listen. Shut up. That's I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to do. Do you like cartoons?
Of course.
Yeah.
What kind of cartoons do you like?
I like a lot of cartoons. There's well, I mean, do you want to go old school or new school?
Both.
Okay. Old school. I was really a big fan of Rocco's Modern Life. Good.
I liked Real Monsters.
Real Monsters was good, but you have to say it like this. Real Monsters. Real Monsters. We're ruining every show this way.
Did you find someone? Jesus Christ, man, come on.
Trust me.
Just go. Shh. Just go with it. Relax. Shut up.
Did you ever watch Bobby's World?
Yeah, I did. Of course. Yeah.
What about Louis Anderson's cartoon? Life with Louis?
Life with Louis, yeah. I like that Louis Anderson back then. Why didn't Obama call Louis Anderson?
Touche.
What are you doing? You got anybody? Fuck you, man.
I'm calling everybody.
Trying to make this bit go. I like the depths that our podcast has fallen to is us calling people.
the Mariana
Nobody's
Trench.
calling in. We're calling other people.
Save us.
Mariani Trent.
Hold on, they won't get that. Hold on. Are you calling from your phone or no? You can't call from our phone.
Help.
Help us.
Stuba?
Tony?
What's up, son?
What up, dude? I just want to let you know you are live on the air with Corey and AJ's Degenerate School of Wizardry. How you doing tonight, bro?
Good. Good. How are you?
I'm
Please
good.
don't hang up.
Now, here's the deal, Tony. Usually, we have a friend who calls in and busts us out with a random question, and I was trying to think to myself, which one of my friends in my call log that I could call right now that could come up with a question off the top of their dome that we could discuss. And, Tony, you were the first person I thought of, and that's why I'm calling you.
Nice.
So,
Good luck.
random question from Tony. Tone Dog. Can you give me a random question?
Oh shit. Yeah, I can. Oh,
This is a new
let
low.
me think.
He used to do it to J-Mo all the time. He'd walk into the dorm room and be like, J-Mo, how do they make the
What
number
is
2
medium
pencil?
rare?
Yeah. He'd walk in and be like, J-Mo, what is medium rare? And like random questions. How do they make the number 2 pencil?
I like
Oh,
the JMO's like, what are we doing in a dorm room?
What random one question? I'm gonna consult my friends. We're in an Indianapolis hotel room right now, and I'm running a half marathon in fucking 7 hours. And I took 2 sleeping pills, and I'm trying to drink beer, and I carb loaded, and I'm trying to get tired. But the problem is, I'm so fucking wired. It's hard to do, you know.
So how do you fall asleep in this instant? You jerk off 4 times, and then you punch yourself in the dick. You go to
Question
bed.
answered.
I heard that jerking off scientifically makes you go to sleep.
That would definitely help. Oh my god.
So why don't you do
Hold
that?
on.
Semen
we're-
release
we're
makes
on a-
you go to sleep.
No, I seriously read
I'm
that
a
like if you
consultant, my
jerk off,
friend.
it helps you sleep.
Oh, sorry.
I do that, but also having sex makes you sleep.
I thought you said you had
No,
a question.
totally inappropriate.
No. What?
If you could stick your dick anywhere other than a vagina, where would it be?
That's a good question. That's a great question. Thank you so much, Tony. I'm going to give you a call back later. You have a good night. Have a good run tomorrow, and we'll talk to you, bro. Love you. Bye.
All right, man. Peace.
I mean, it's a good enough question as any.
wanna
If
let
you're
you
gonna
start.
put your dick in anything other than a vagina, what would it be?
Go ahead.
Fleshlight. Done and done.
Boring.
Boring?
Boring.
Yeah, way boring.
Yeah, but you don't understand what you can do with a fleshlight.
No, you can do exactly everything you do with a vagina.
No,
it's
but
a,
you
it's
can
a,
hook
it's
up-
a makeshift vagina.
You
I want to
can-
fucking
you-
stick. You know what my answer is? Mount Rushmore. I want to stick my dick in Mount Rushmore.
Which
I wanna
president?
Which president?
president?
Lincoln. Are you guys fucking kidding? Why was that a question?
I don't know. I want
want to
to.
fuck.
I didn't know you were such a fan.
Well, I want to fuck the nose hairs of Lincoln. And I'm assuming, even though I've been to Rushmore, that they did chisel out some nose hairs.
When you went to South Dakota, did you visit North Dakota?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not because I did one or the other. Wait.
Let me explain my answer. let me explain my answer with the fleshlight. There's this whole genre of
Let's get back to the
masturbation masturbation enthusiasts out there that have created machines that you attach to the fleshlight. So basically, you're fucking a robot.
But you're basically having sex with a vagina. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
How
So-
weird do you think that job is to be like the sex toy scientist?
Oh, what a cool job,
Uh,
right?
yeah, I mean,
You know what I like hearing stories from? I know a guy that went to prison, and he's like, "Here's how you fuck a thing." Like he'll tell you how to make a
vagina
fuck-
out of
yeah.
a toilet paper roll.
And
Oh,
an orange
yeah.
peel.
He will change. He will change your masturbation life. Like
First, you take the bologna
yeah, you
sandwich.
talk to him one time.
Unwrap the cheese, peel your orange, mash it all together.
Then, after you come, make a burrito out
If
of
you
it.
have a blender, you have to use that,
The toilet bowl will work
but
just
then
as fine.
heat it against your see-through TV, and it's just like a pussy.
Works every time.
All right, so you pick Rushmore. Tim, do you got one?
Not Rushmore.
Well, fuck. I mean, oh, I'm sorry. It's fucking Iraq too weird.
I guess if we're going with like national monuments, what was the old man on the mountain in New Hampshire? You know, the face of the mountain that fell off. I'm going for the face. I'm going for the mouth and that face on the side. You know what I'm talking about? The rocks that fell down.
All
in
right,
New
if
Hampshire?
we're picking landmarks, I'm gonna fuck Stonehenge, but not Stonehenge.
Or are you gonna get fucked by
Not
Stonehenge?
Stonehenge. I want to fuck the miniature model Stonehenge.
I love the idea of
Bro.
like the top of one of the two rocks up Corey's butt.
Oh, that's letting Stonehenge fuck me.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of
Wasn't-
slaves
wasn't
having
the
to get
deal.
it up in there.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
That's
I was.
weird.
I'm laughing. No, but I want to fuck the small Stonehenge from This Is Spinal Tap. The model. You know, they wanted to do the music video in Stonehenge, but all they got was the
All right. If you, all right. Throughout
ship
history.
is sinking fast.
If you could get fucked by any monument, what would it be?
No, if you had to get fucked by anybody throughout history, you had to be the catcher.
Okay.
You had to be the catcher.
Are we talking gay or straight here?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's gay. No, you have to take it in the rear.
You gotta take it from someone.
You can still say you're straight if you'd like.
Hey, Tony answered his questions through a text message. He said, "I would fuck a jelly donut, put in the microwave for exactly 14 seconds at 900
That
watts."
sounds like some jailhouse shit.
900 watts. Yeah, exactly. Like
He,
watts.
he apparently looked into this.
Yeah, he had to adjust his.
I hope he didn't Google that.
He had to adjust his microwave to be just the right wattage.
and seconds.
Just
Okay,
the
so you
white
have to be
wattage.
fucked by anyone in history.
A
and now
male
you're talking male.
and male.
Male, yeah.
Of course. Or you can do a celebrity with a strap on. But she's still railing you hard. And she's not putting lube on. Raw dog on
No,
you.
I mean you just stick with your original guns. Male in history, and why?
Okay, go.
No, someone's got to go first.
I did that with Rushmore.
I just made the rules. Tim, you go first.
Oh.
I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna cross between MLK and Mozart.
I love if you were like a cross between MLK and Malcolm X. Who wanted it more? Which it's a fucking allegory for civil rights. Like, who wanted it more?
I would probably pick Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah, because being openly gay back then was just normal, and I think if you're gonna get fucked by someone, then that's what they're doing.
You know what? I, based on your answer, would pick Brutus because he had a lot more ambition, and he'd really
the
give
job
me
done.
he'd give me a lot of love. I think he was fucking passionate.
And I feel like I could equally please him as well.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, you're up, bro.
I told you MLK or Mozart, man.
I would go with MLK.
Why?
Um,
I think he's the only black man who had a small dick.
no,
And Mozart, and the reason I say
God.
Mozart is because he was so creative. I feel like he would have the freakiest fucking sex ever. You know what I'm talking about? Like the right music that he created in the
He was
background.
deaf, right?
yeah.
He
He
could
went.
be-
He went deaf as he got older.
Yeah, from listening to his own music so much.
It's terrible. I wish that would happen to like Deftones. Sorry, Corey.
Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber. the list
Oh,
goes
hold on.
Um,
Don't ever talk about Justin Timberlake.
on. Why?
How dare you?
What did he do to you?
What didn't he do to me? What hasn't he done to me yet?
Mentally in
Yeah,
fantasies.
That guy is amazing.
He's been all over that body of his. His body's a wonderland.
I have jerked off. It's John,
John
Mayer.
Mayer.
But
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just a musical reference.
you fuck. All right, now's as good a time as any.
All right. Well, we've reached that point in the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Pivotal point where Corey doesn't want to end the show. And
Yeah, I just feel like we had.
What else you got there? Who else you want to fuck, Corey? You're like, oh, where to start on this list?
From
bet-
here at Runway Studios A38 in Orlando, Florida. Don't call us eggplants.
There's a zombie movie in my pants.
Easy to hate, impossible not to love.
Corey and AJ's Degenerate School of Wizardry.
Good night.
Play that song.
May the force be with you.
Fourth.